Hey guys, and I hope you guys are doing okay today. Today I have a Dead by Daylight discussion video. Now I know you guys like these discussions, so fuck it, here's another one. Today, as you read by the title, why do god pallets exist in Dead by Daylight? Now I know there's not real much, there's not much context in that question there, but today I'll be giving the real context of the question. So yeah, before I get into today's video, if you could drop a like and subscribe, I really appreciate that. Also, before I get into it, click in the description right now, check out IASailingStar's TikTok, please go ahead and follow, help him get to 300 followers, show him all the love and support he definitely deserves. He has really made really good montages in the past based on Dead by Daylight, of Survivor gameplay, better edits than I could do, so yeah, his edits are fucking amazing, really underrated work. So yeah, it means a lot to me, it means a lot to him. Let's jump right into today's discussion. So I know it's a bit weird for me, or a bit redundant in that sense, for me to discuss about god pallets when they've been in the game since 2016, the release of Dead by Daylight. I know that's a bit weird, but I kind of want to open up today. It's because if DBD were trying to, or making an attempt to fucking get rid of god pallets in DBD. Now when I mean god pallets, what I mean is the shack pallet, pallets, the pallet in the jungle gym, the pallet during that tile. I'll put them on from the screen right now. This one right here, where the pallet's in the middle, then you have the shorter wall and the longer wall. That one there, because that's actually a god pallet once it's thrown down, believe it or not. It might as well be because it's really fucking strong. And just pallets in general, like on the game map, where they're literally a god pallet. Now I'll go for a quick, I'll go for a run through if you guys are newer to the game. If you don't know, what are god pallets? So god pallets are tiles or pallets that could be spawning tiles that when they're thrown down, the killer cannot use any skill, any mind game, nothing like that, nothing they've learned in DBD, which they've probably have a bunch of hours on, to get that survivor down. They have to break that pallet for a 100% chance to either get that survivor down, or they have to rely on luck, or the survivor's mistakes. So what I mean by that is, if you're playing nurse, well, let's not count nurse, every other killer in the game except for nurse. So it's either spirit, where you're gonna guess the survivor might mess up, like you're gonna make him believe that you're phasing, but that's luck then, or just they have to be that stupid to even panic vault the pallet for you to get them down. So there's not really much skill or no skill at all in there. That's just you capitalizing off their mistakes, which yeah, it's pretty unfair. So today I'll be going over as well of why I think god pallets are unfair in DBD. So now you guys know what they are. They're just pallets that the killer has to break no matter what, if they want to get guaranteed down, or to make the chase carry on, to maybe even shorten it. So it's pretty unfair. Now, as I said, the devs have made no real effort to try and get rid of god pallets in DBD. They have not at all, which is a shame. If anything, they've added more. So on the game map, which got reworked a couple months ago, I believe, yes, every pallet on there, fucking change my mind or just try and prove me wrong, 99.9% of the pallets on that map, I'm not fucking lying here, are god pallets. Yes, I don't know why. Before there was a lot of god pallets, but now it's all of them, which is a huge problem in DBD. And I don't know why the devs have encouraged themselves to even do this. You know, since god pallets have been in the game for nearly 5 years, I assume they try and get rid of god pallets, or would have got rid of them ages ago, but no, they're still adding more. But why, devs? You know, and you're aware by the community who has told you several times that it's completely unfair for the killer. I get it, it's supposed to be a time waste for killer. Now I'm not saying the survivor should be able to waste the killer's time. They should, I 100% agree. But I think it's fair if it's 50-50, not just one-sided for the survivor, because it is for the survivor side a god pallet. Honestly, I'm not saying this because I'm a killer main and I lost to a bunch of fucking survivors, or I lost a bunch of games due to god pallets. No, I play both sides, but I just don't think it's fair at all. It's just one-sided, which is survivor-sided, which kind of fucking sucks if I'm honest. So yeah, the devs are completely aware this is a thing, and it's worrying that a game nearly 5 years old, there's still way more god pallets than there should be. As I said, I feel like it should be 50-50, survivor sided and killer sided, not just all in one for survivor, just for both sides, so it's fair. So the killer can actually use game, like skill, mind game, everything they've learned in DBD in loops, just to try and get survivor down, not capitalize off their mistakes, which is completely unfair, because at that point it's just boring, you know, it's just repetitive, boring. And yeah, what's the point of even fucking playing hours of this game when you're forced to just break a pallet, not actually use any skill or any gameplay, I should say, to try and get that survivor down. Yeah, honestly, I think it's stupid. I think it's really redundant, ludicrous as fuck. Devs, please just try and fix this shit up. I don't expect any devs to watch this video here. I'm just trying to open people's eyes like about this kind of shit, just to open up, I guess, and really explain and discuss why I think these are unfair and how these have an effect on gameplay, because it can definitely make a killer lose. It can, but not in a fair way, not for the killer messing up. Like, I understand that the killer messed up a bunch and they lost. Cool, I'm happy with that. But if the killer hasn't done anything wrong, or the killer hasn't messed up at all, and they still lose, then that's pretty shitty, right? Because that proves that there had to be something really unfair in a way, i.e. god pallets in the game. And yeah, god pallets have a huge detriment to the gameplay, and I feel like the devs are just encouraging it way more year after year, which obviously kind of sucks. Now, I don't know why pallets like Shack pallets still exist. Why? The Shack on its own without the pallet is still incredibly strong due to its size and its window. The window is really fucking strong. Same with a jungle gym. Why? Jungle gyms are really incredibly strong, even without the god pallet they have there. They have 2 window spawns, and yeah, even without the pallet, it's really fair. In my opinion, the most fair tower in the game may be a bit overrated to some people, or I personally think an underrated opinion, is TNL Wars. TNL Wars do not involve any pallet, and TNL Wars can be extremely killer sided or extremely survivor sided, so it could be 50-50. That's what all towers in the game should be, personally. So the killer can either use skill to get the survivor down at a TNL wall, or the survivor can use skill to outplay the killer at a TNL wall. So it's 50-50 obviously, and I personally think it's the most fair tower in the game, and I wouldn't mind a whole fucking map based on TNL walls, because it's not one-sided, it's 50-50. Yeah, it may be a bit boring with repetitive side of it, repetitivity, but fuck it, you know, at least it's not unfair for any sides, right? That's the whole point. Anyways, that's today's discussion, I guess. Yeah, a bit random, I guess, but I just don't think it's really fair. I'm not really ranting about this, because if it was a rant video, I wouldn't say discussion video. I just think it's bullshit, and hopefully in the future we see every god pallet, yes, maybe a bit off the rails of that, every god pallet removed. I highly doubt that will happen, considering they fucking added 20 more on the game map. But as I said, the future was tell. We can only rely on the future. So yeah, all you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Do you think it's fair, or do you think it's unfair like I think? Do you think I'm just chatting shit and waffling about a bunch of shit because I'm salty as fuck, or anything like that? I'm not. I just play both sides. I just don't think it's fair at all. I don't like it when I throw fucking 50 god pallets down to a killer I'm going against. Yeah, I'm gonna win, but poor killer, because that's literally me when I play killer, if I have the game map. Unless I play nurse, then that doesn't really count. But anyways, as I said, what are your thoughts? Check in the description right now. Check out Artist Hitting Souls' TikTok. Please help him get to 300 followers. Go ahead and follow. As I said at the start, he has made really good DBD montages in the past. Better edits than I can ever fucking do in my life. And I honestly mean that. Always works underrated and everything like that. So yeah, please, as I said in the description, it'll mean a lot to me. It'll mean a lot to him. Show him all the love and support. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.